So we here in LA, Bars at the Bar. I'm here with my homie Enimal.
What's poppin'?
Hey, make sure you guys stay tuned, okay? Tell me and everybody that's watching a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm a LA native. I'm a producer, artist, engineer, actor. Just heavy in the entertainment game in Los Angeles, California, and I've been at it for a long time, since like 2006, just really mashing and getting, perfecting my craft.
Do you have a preference for what you like to do more? Because it seemed like you are a man of many hats.
Yeah, if I could choose, I would just be an artist, producer, what I'm saying? Just engineering pays the bills though, you know what I'm saying? It's like, has kept me afloat, a lot of times.
How long have you been engineering?
Since 2006, 2007. I really started everything at the same time, just out of necessity. I didn't really have like anybody trying to do this stuff for me. So, it's just like I had to learn how to do everything.
Do you engineer your own projects?
I engineer and mix and master my own stuff. Yeah, everything.
That's cool. You cutting out the middle person.
Cut out the middleman. Shout out to Nip. Yeah, we cut the middleman out over here. So I'm responsible for all the product that I put out to the world.
Okay, and so you're from Inglewood?
Born in Inglewood, lived in South Central my whole life, Baldwin Hills, lived in Ladera, lived in San Diego for a little bit, but LA, just the whole region is my touch.
So like, what made you want to get into music? Like, was it anything about how you grew up or?
Well, I grew up, my mom put me in piano lessons when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I hated it. I was like, I'll never use this. Please let me stop. Like, this is pointless. You're wasting your money, you're wasting your time.
But were you good at it?
Yeah, I was pretty good.
So you used to just be like, I hate this shit.
I hate this shit. I'm good at it. I hate
Playing Beethoven.
Yeah, exactly. Classical music and shit like that. So finally, she just let me stop. And then maybe 5 years later, I just picked it back up myself. I went and looked at my old books and retaught myself how to play.
Oh, so then that was good for moms to teach you that.
Yeah. Didn't know that it would come in handy. So after that, I started gaining more interest in music and like producing, and of course I was rapping my whole life, just bars, just writing them down, and didn't really know what I would do with them, but I was just, had them on deck.
Doing your own thing. Tell me about a great moment you had.
Oh, the greatest engineering moment for me was when I got to engineer for Kendrick Lamar. I was recording my bro Kaz's album, who signed to J. Cole's DreamVille label, and Kendrick was next door in the studio, and he was just popped in to check on Kaz, like, yo, let me hear some shit. And Kaz had played him this incomplete song that he had, and Kendrick was like, yo, can I do a bridge? And niggas was like, nigga, duh, you can do a motherfucking bridge. What the hell you talking about? You can take the whole song. Kaz will be a feature on his own shit. And so he just hopped in the booth, and I got a chance to, spin the knobs for him, and he was just super dope, man, just like.
Did he give you any gems?
Just a little bit more, like sonically, he was it's too much compression on my voice. And I'm like, maybe I'm putting too much compression on niggas' voices. So, I just had to like scale that back. And, ever since then, I've just been like, kind of keeping that template in mind. Like, this is what a professional says about my shit. So I would say every artist I work with has taught me something different about the music process. And I just try and adapt everything that somebody has taught me, their preference and all of that. I've tried to incorporate into my own shit and into other people's things, like just, and really just work ethics. I absorb those and watch how people get down in the studio.
And you was on time today.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on time.
Yes,
it's important,
that's
man.
important
I hate people waste my time, so I try not to waste other people's time. You know what I'm saying? So.
How did you meet with Kaz? How did that?
He actually stumbled into my studio to do a feature for somebody else. And then once he heard how it sounded, he was like, yo, you about to be my engineer, you know what I'm saying? So he came back, he was like 18 or something like that, and he recorded this whole demo.
That's crazy.
Before he got signed. We recorded
so you've known
him
for a minute.
Since really the beginning of his serious rap career, you know what I'm saying? And we got him signed, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, you gonna be my engineer. I told you, you you gonna rock with me. So I've been featured on his stuff. I produced some of his stuff now, and you know, it's just been a real partnership.
So how have you been like adjusting to this whole Corona quarantine madness? I know you dropped the project.
Yeah, I tapped into my creativity after I got over the initial, you know, shock and you know, boredom and freedom. Really, just I see it as kind of like a freedom from
doing
everyday life. You know what I'm saying? I was exhausted at the top of the year, so once it hit, I was just like, took a while to just like, whoo, shit, man. I didn't realize how tired I was. You know what I'm saying? So really, I just sat down for a couple of weeks, just did whatever the fuck I wanted, which was nothing.
Yeah.
You know, played too many video games, and then I was just like, you know what? Let's get creative. So I created a project, recorded 7 songs in 7 days, and just dropped that, shared that with the world. And really, it just made me realize I'm pretty comfortable by myself and like just being a homebody, and I wasn't feeling like I was missing out on a lot of shit. Now I'm kind of feeling like it after like damn near a year and shit.
8 months. So I definitely didn't think it was gonna be like this.
I never thought it would be this long.
But I do believe, even though, you know, a lot of people have lost their lives, for the people that are creative, it's just kind of been like a helpful moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
To get focused.
Yeah, I think this is one of the rarest opportunities. I don't think we'll ever have something like this again, where it's like you could just really go into a cave and lock yourself in and hone whatever you want to hone, you know, do your research, do your studying, practice, and really master your craft, you know, and whatever it is, you know, unless your craft was throwing parties or some shit, then you kind of fucked up. But anything else, you know what I mean?
First of all, these party promoters got real creative.
Oh yeah, they doing digital parties and goddamn Skype and Zoom parties.
Outside. I know when New York, when they said you could only do outside dining, niggas was throwing parties outside in front of the club. Like, it was a whole thing.
I was do what you gotta do to keep the money coming in. I get it, you know.
So what's your favorite, on Lockdown, what's your favorite track?
Ooh.
Or you can't pick?
I would say...
they're all your babies.
They all my babies, but something about No Luggage and Zigzag really just hit for me. You know, I just felt like those was really like energy shifting tracks, you know what I'm saying? And the people really resonated with it too. Especially No Luggage. I guess people was missing traveling and shit, so that was like, you know.
Oh, they traveling.
They traveling, they still out here getting around and shit, so.
That's a fact.
But yeah, those two definitely, just because I'm more of the fun, energetic guy. You know, there was points in that project where I got a little emo and was like dealing with, you know, some, I guess some shit I just had to get off my chest, you know, but deep down I'm a fun guy, so those two.
Zigzag. I don't know if I'm right, but I heard some like down south type of vibes to it.
Yeah, I grew up on that shit, you know, I grew up on Southern music, even though I'm from the West Coast, they was playing Southern music heavy out here, so that tempo, you know what I'm saying, just that 70 BPM, to, you know, 75 is something that I'm really tapped into, that I love personally, so.
I could hear Houston in that.
Yeah, I think that would go kind of cool in some strip clubs, Atlanta, Houston, you know what I'm saying? I don't shy away from that. Of course, I'm West Coast, so I got some West Coast tracks, but you know, I don't limit myself to just one sound.
That's good. That's good. You gotta be able to be multifaceted.
Yeah, that's my whole thing, is just being, you know, unpredictable and, you know, switching my sound up. I get bored with my own shit, you know, so I gotta keep myself excited about the shit I'm making, you know, and unpredictable, like I said.
Is there anybody that you would love to work with, like your dream collab? That hasn't happened already. Yeah,
I mean, of course, Drake. I think Drake is just like a career launcher. Like, you get a feature from him, and
it's over.
You out of here. So Drake, of course. I fuck with Drizzy. Young Thug. I like that unpredictable style, like I said, where you almost got to question, is this a feature? Like, you know what I'm saying? You like, he switches his voice up so much. I like that, and how he just floats on beats. Of course, Cole, Kendrick.
I feel like the Cole made
it almost did. Like, he almost did a remix to the song that me and Kaz had, Western Ave Slaves.
I love that song.
He almost did a verse to that one, but then he was like, it's such a personal story.
Where did y'all?
I was like, no, it's not that personal, Cole. You can hop on it, bro.
Where did y'all film that video at?
right down the street from where Kaz grew up. It was on his street. Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, he grew up right off of Western. So we just went to the liquor store by his house. We shot some shit at his house, and we was just floating around that general.
I could have heard Cole on that too.
He could have heard himself on it too, man. My shit would have been a lot different right now.
Listen,
but,
everything time is.
Everything happens
yeah,
for a reason.
you gotta just go with whatever God is direct or wherever He's directing you.
Precisely. So I'm not tripping, but you know, in the near future, you know,
so,
I'll get something with him.
Question: I know that you did the video with Jasmine Sullivan for Insecure.
My first video vixen gig.
Yeah. Wait, say that again.
My first video vixen gig. You know, book me for your next video. You need a hot guy with
and I need
beard.
a percentage because we putting this in the universe right here.
Straight up, yeah.
How was it? I love her.
I love Jasmine.
I love her
Sullivan,
so much.
Even though we was beefing in the video, she's an awesome, down-to-earth person. And it was so hot while we were shooting that. So the fact that she was still cool, like, I don't know what the fuck going on in that apartment building, but they ain't got no suitable air conditioning or nothing. So they was real, like, dripping sweat, like everything takes and like,
I feel like people don't appreciate her the way she should. Her voice is beautiful.
Man, it's so powerful and just unique, and I don't know. She needs her flowers, man. She one of them vocalists who just got it. And, you know, so much she can portray so much emotion in her voice, and you know what I'm saying.
Were you nervous?
Not at all. No. I was actually surprised by that because I wasn't even supposed to. I thought I was just coming to make a cameo in the video. And then I got there, and my bro, director Calmatic, who's booming right now, he called me. He was like, "Yo, we need you." I was like, "You need my boys too?" It's time for our shit. He was like, "No, just you. You gonna be the love interest." I was like, "Nigga, me? Oh shit! I'm glad I combed my hair today and got my beard right and shit." And so then I found out I was the love interest, and I was. Unless
somebody asked me to be a love interest, I'd be like, "I'm ready." Sure. What's up?
That's what I was on. You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. You know? So, your love for acting, is it the same as your love for making music, or? I'm
not gonna lie, it's not. I'm a good actor. I do the things that I have an agent. You know, I'm doing auditions and all of that. But music for me is just number one. Like I just breathe, sleep, eat, shit, music. So acting for me, I hate the audition process. You know.
Did you have to audition to be on Insecure?
Nah. No. That was some good old nepotism right there. You know, yeah, shout out to Sis. I didn't have to audition for that. She just kind of made a role for all of her homies in season one. She was like, "We don't know if we get into season 2, so everybody come on, you get a role, you get a role, you get a role," you know. So I was blessed to get on more because the writing staff really fucked with me, and my character was, you know, funny enough that they were just like, "All right, we can do something with you." So shout out to the whole staff and all of them for bringing me back beyond just season 1.
Have you been, well, I guess it's kind of weird now with Corona, like have you been doing any like casting calls or auditions?
I thought I hated auditions before, but damn, I hate Zoom auditions so much. I be feeling so awkward and stupid just doing this shit. Like they like, now act like you saving somebody's life with me, like clear, like this is, you know, it's real crazy.
Yeah, it's your boy Enimal, you know, got some bars for you. Keep a 10 on my arm, 9 on my waist, competition get 8. Jackpot flow, baby, 3-7 straight. Used to want the 6 series, now I want the Wraith. 5 guys, I got all this beef on my plate. You should see how I skate. 4 hoes in line like a lemonade. 3 strikes, get your ass put away. 2 times for my dogs in the pound upstate. 1 life to live, I'ma do it my way. Keep my eyes on my zeros, I'm all about cake. Grew up South Central Mind State, that's the 213, baby, land of the great. Never fold, never crease, never bend, never break, never told no police, never fake, never hate, never wait on another man, never hesitate, never question God's timing, I know he ain't never late. That's right, and the Mise.